Welcome back to the Kingdom Wayfinder, and today we're going to be talking about the Last of Us remake. We got some news going on for The Last of Us Part 1, so just last night, it was pretty late when this happened. Well, not too late necessarily, but late for me. I was tired, so I was going to save the video for today. But basically, Naughty Dog did take to Twitter, and they are now starting to drip feed and drop some little bit of news and screenshots, all that sort of stuff, as I said they would, for The Last of Us remake. And basically, for The Last of Us Part 1, what we got last night is we got TESS revealed to us. Now, I know TESS was in the trailer of The Last of Us Part 1 and all, but we actually got a nice close-up of TESS where you can really actually, see her and really see the differences with her in-game model and all that, and how she looks remade from the ground up. And I'm just gonna play the short clip and you'll see for yourselves, so enjoy. Alright, so you can really see the difference here, so I'm actually gonna just have it paused here. But as you can see, so you have on the left side the original scene from the PS3, and on the right side you have The Last of Us Part 1 on PS5, remade from the ground up. And spoiler alert, if you don't know what scene this is, if you haven't played The Last of Us, I'm gonna put a spoiler here, but the game's 9 years old now, which, by the way, happy birthday to The Last of Us. Its birthday was yesterday. But spoiler, if you don't know, letting you know right now, so spoiler alert. But basically, this scene here, this is actually the final scene that Tess is actually in. So basically, this is after she's been bit and all that, and she tells Joel and Ellie to go escape through the back of the museum that they're in and whatnot, and she sacrifices herself and gets killed by the military that was pretty much just hunting strays and all that, and stragglers and all that, and smugglers and whatnot. Basically, anybody out of the quarantine zone, as you know, they would kill. And in this case, since they were out of the quarantine zone, they were gonna kill Tess, and that was because Tess was already bit and she was using herself as a distraction. She sacrificed herself to save Joel and Ellie and give them a chance. So basically, that's what this is. It's her final moments. And what's really cool about this, right? What's really cool about this is, I'm just gonna do a really quick analysis here, is when you actually look at what we see here. If you remember, in the original game, a lot of the facial expression was very, very stiff, and that was due to the not only to the graphical limitation, but just to the limitation of the PS3 hardware itself. And a lot of the studios, including Naughty Dog, weren't able to really animate and capture that sort of emotion, especially with the motion capture that was used. Because here's actually a little bit of a fun fact with the original Last of Us, is that for The Last of Us on PS3, when they were doing the motion capture for the game, they didn't have the little dots that they use now. Basically, what I'm talking about by the dots is because motion capture has evolved to a point now where there's these little dots, and it's been used in The Last of Us Part 2, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Zero Dawn, Resident Evil Village, all that sort of stuff. And these little dots, they go at there's hundreds of them, and they go all over your face. And the reason why is because those will actually capture your facial expressions and the way your muscles are moving. Like if you were squinting and all that, that would all be captured into the motion capture. But they didn't use that in the original Last of Us. In the original Last of Us, the developers at Naughty Dog had to animate the faces on their own, and unfortunately, due to the limitations of the PS3, they weren't able to fully capture that. And on the PS5, now that they are able to fully capture that, you can really see the emotion here on Tessa's face. Like, this is really good stuff. You actually see the the tragedy of her situation here, and how tragic she looks, and how distraught she looks. Like, she knows that this is her final moment and whatnot. and you can really tell she's happy that there's a chance for humanity, but she's also very sad because this is it. That was the last time she ever spoke to Joel. It was the last time she was ever going to see Joel, and that was the last time she was ever going to really do anything. That was her final moments of her life, or at least her final peaceful moments of her life. And yeah, and you can really tell here, like it genuinely looks great. Like, they're really capturing the emotion, and she looks a lot like Annie, her voice actress, the actress who played Tess in the original. Like, she actually looks a lot more like her now, which is really cool. And yeah, so let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of Tess in The Last of Us Part 1? I think she looks really good. She definitely does look older, and basically I'm actually glad that she does, because if you guys don't know, in the original Last of Us, Joel and Tess are supposed to be pushing 50 and whatnot, and basically, you know, Tess didn't really look like she was pushing 50 in the PS3 version of The Last of Us, but here she definitely does. So I'm glad that everything now kind of looks age appropriate. Everything looks more accurate to the vision that Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley, you know, intended on. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of Tess's new look in The Last of Us Part 1? Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one.